YTBC, what's the deal? So I'm on BoxingScene.com. This article says Povetkin's promoter fears Deontay Wilder will vacate the WBC title. Now, I'm just getting pretty sick of this whole not signing the fight between both parties. I'm not blaming one party. You know, it's get kind of frustrating as a fan though sometimes when you go on here, and I'm not a guy that's pro Povetkin, pro Deontay Wilder. I'm just a fan of the heavyweight division that wants to see who the fuck is the best heavyweight, okay? Because there's nothing I can do sitting behind my computer, you know what I mean, to make the other guy better than the other guy. They have to get in there to prove it, you know, but it's just getting kind of tiring hearing the Povetkin side just keep saying this dude's going to vacate, he's going to vacate, he's going to vacate, he's going to vacate. He's putting it out to us as if like, oh, Deontay Wilder's going to vacate. Now, some of you may believe that, and some of you that leave comments on my videos, you have said that to me, Mr. Boxing, he's going to vacate, man. You know, some of you think I have wishful thinking when it comes to Deontay Wilder and his WBC strap. And maybe I do, but I'm just looking at it like, well, shit. I seen an article, the WBC says that, you know, Wilder's going to get a 70-30 split because he's the defending champion. So whatever the money is, you know, if it's $1 million, he gets 700,000 of it. He's going to get a 70-30 split. Even more if he goes to Russia. So he can get a probably, you know, 75-25 split. Who knows if he goes to Russia? If he stays here, 70-30. Now, a lot of fans, they don't trust Rusada. And I don't trust Rusada either, man. If you're under investigation for falsifying tests, I mean, wouldn't you scratch your head and say, well, shit, man, let's, I don't know if we can trust Rusada. I mean, that's just common logic, right? Just like if one of the drug agencies here in America was under investigation for falsifying tests, wouldn't you take a step back and say, well, hold on, man, you know, this shit doesn't sound right. Now, this is why I have said repeatedly, I don't trust really any of these drug test agencies. It doesn't matter where it is. And yes, I'm American, but I've just heard too many stories. I just seen too much, man, to really fully trust these agencies. Now, there are some agencies that have caught fighters, the Peterson and Burt, you know, they have caught fighters and they have done their due diligence catching fighters. I'm not saying that all the agencies are on one level and they all, you know, no, there are some agencies better than others. But with that said, being a little bit better than the others, sometimes not even saying a lot because the other ones are just complete shit to me. You know what I mean? But as far as this goes, man, it's just Povetkin's team, man, is just coming across like this guy is just the scariest fighter in the world, man. And it's just, I'm getting so sick of this. Everybody's, you know, it's getting sickening, man, listening to just some of these fighters, some of their promoters, even some of the fans sometimes say that everybody's scared of this guy, that guy. I've told you guys, in the heavyweight division, Povetkin, well, Deontay Wilder is supposedly, it's a lot of fans, is scared of him. Luis Ortiz is another guy that everybody's scared of. I mean, I go on and on. I've heard people say, oh, nobody wants to fight Hughie Fury. Everybody's scared of him. I've heard people say nobody wants to fight Joseph Parker. Everybody's scared of him. This is what I hear. This isn't me telling you my thoughts. I'm telling you what I hear from people that leave comments and when I frequent other websites, what fans are saying. They think the heavyweight division is full of boogeymen. But that doesn't make any sense because there's a boogeyman. There can only be one boogeyman. There's not 10 different boogeymen. Like, so 10 people says nobody wants to fight them. Well, why don't the fuck they fight each other? Right? I mean, it doesn't have to turn this into a science, but Ryabinski just needs to stay quiet. Now, I heard that it was going to go to purse bid. Well, first I heard from the Wilder camp around February 17th that a deal would be done in 10 days, okay? To be honest with you, tomorrow is the 10th day, the 27th, but today's the 26th, okay? A few days after Wilder's team came out and said the deal will be done in 10 days, Ryabinski, I reported this, I came out with it, and I reported I was fair. I reported both camps through the media, what they said through the media. When Wilder and his team said a deal will be done, I did a video. When Povetkin and his team said the purse bid, we're going to purse bid, the talks fell apart, I did a video. Okay? I don't just skip over one side and then just keep doing the video for one side continuously. No, I'm going to give it to you guys the way I see it. And if you say that, hey, Mr. Boxing, you missed this article or you missed that one, leave it in the description. I know as much about this shit as you guys do. I want these motherfuckers to get this fight signed. They're playing games with us as the fans. Because the only thing we're going to do is sit here and debate if he's scared or not, or if it's really going to purse bid, or it's getting embarrassing. You know, Rybinsky's need to keep his mouth shut, man, and quit telling us what he say. Um, Now this is a quote from Rybinsky. Says they say Povetkin doesn't want to fight. They are the ones who don't want to fight. Povetkin is ready to fight. I fear Deontay will vacate this title. Well, what makes you think he's going to vacate the title if you haven't even fucking been to purse bid yet? I can see if you're, 2 days left in the purse bid and you're trying to negotiate, then you come out and say, look, man, there's 48 hours till this purse bid is going to be closed. They don't want this fight. Something like that. But just the fucking purse bid hasn't even started yet. What, today's the first day of the purse bid, right? Is it the 26th? I mean, come on, man. Like, at least, unless we want to blame boxing scene for putting this article out here. I don't know how current this article is. We know how boxing scene likes to do. They'll take quotes from an old article and make it into a new article. But I'm not saying they're doing that. But what I am saying is, why in the hell would he vacate? For what? Like, for some of you guys who are pro Povetkin, okay, why would he vacate to fight Povetkin? Like, what is it about Alexander Povetkin that makes you say, man, Deontay Wilder doesn't want to fight him? Is it his reach? Is it his fancy footwork? Is it his crazy knockout power? Is it his durable chin? And I'm just being honest because I don't get why would Deontay Wilder be scared of Povetkin? Povetkin has now I will say Povetkin has the second best resume at heavyweight currently. I think Vladimir has the first best resume. And I think Povetkin has the second best resume. I'll give him that. I'll give him that he's a former really, really great Olympian amateur fighter. I'll give him all that. But he's still human, man. And he's still 5 inches shorter than fucking Deontay Wilder. Has a shorter reach. He might outweigh Deontay by a few. I think they're around the same weight. I heard Deontay Wilder's going to add on pounds for this fight. I guess we'll see. But, I mean, what is to be scared of? Perez wasn't scared. Marco Huck, a fucking cruiserweight, wasn't scared. So why would Deontay Wilder be scared? That's just my question to the Povetkin side, and I just want to see the fight get made, man. But, now if Deontay Wilder happens to vacate, well, that's a whole different other video, and I'm going to, trust me, I'm going to make a video. But as of right now, again, I don't know if it's just some of the websites that are doing this, man, but let's just let the purse bid take its course. Then we'll start saying who's scared or who didn't want to fight him or who didn't. But, man, I mean, come on, man. We're acting like Povetkin is like fucking George Foreman, Sonny Liston, Mike Tyson, all wrapped into one. Nobody's scared of Alexander Povetkin. Now, has this fight taken a long time? Yes. Has both sides came out and said, I'm going to do this, that, and the third, and then did something else? Yes, to me, they both have. They were scheduling, they both were scheduling around each other, and you can send me whatever article from whatever link. That's what I saw with my eyes, okay? So, I don't know, man. This is just getting frustrating. I want these guys to get this shit signed, man. I'm getting tired of reading articles every day about how Povetkin and his team thinks that Deontay Wilder is going to drop his belt. I mean, yes, you can have, I guess they can have their opinion, but nobody's scared of Alexander Povetkin. I don't think Deontay Wilder's scared of him. And when this fight gets made, then what's going to be said? Oh, he took the fight too late? You know what I mean? It's like a fucking lose-lose situation sometimes, man. Like, I just think there's a lot of hate for Deontay Wilder, man. Now, you can question who he fought, Molina, Duhaupas, Spilka. Whether you like it or not, yes, that's not Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko, but those are still formidable opponents. They're still formidable, man, whether you like it or not. I'm not saying they're world beaters. They're top 5 opponents. They're not. They're not Povetkin. Like I said, they're not Fury. They're not Vladimir. They're not those guys. They're not Ortiz, but at the same time, they're not just fucking Jason Gavin. It's not Travis Walker. It's not Paul Butler. It's not Ivica Perkovic. All right? It's not those guys, but it's not complete bums, as you guys like to call fighters bums. Just like Povetkin. He hasn't fought fucking bums either. They just need to get in here and work this shit out, man. I just think Povetkin and his side, they're control freaks, man. These motherfuckers made Vladimir come over to fight him in his country. They won that purse bid. They just want the fight at home. That's what it is. And he's frustrated that the fight's not at home. All right, but just my thoughts on this. I just want this shit to get signed. I don't care whose side you're on. I want to see it get signed. And the best man's gonna win anyways, man. YTBC. I'm frustrated and I'm out.